Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
It was the medical world's big hope for tackling Alzheimer's disease. But an international trial tracking more than 2,000 people with mild Alzheimer's has produced no evidence that the drug solanezumab has succeeded in slowing memory loss or mental decline. Its manufacturer, Eli Lilly and Company, says it will not seek regulatory approval for its use. So where now for Alzheimer's research? Our science editor, Tom Clark, reports.
For many people with early Alzheimer's, memories of the past remain. It's the present that can be hard to keep a grip on.
When people say, "Where do you live then, Jim?" and I'll go, "Alconbury," but I can't remember where I actually live, which is Stookley Meadows.
I kept saying to myself, I don't care what's wrong with his memory, as long as it's not Alzheimer's. It's a bit like cancer, you know, the A word.
That diagnosis came for Jim Hogg in 2009. He and his wife Denise decided straight away to enrol in a clinical trial.
You tell them what you said to Dr. Ema.
There's nothing wrong with me.
I'm too young. I'm not bad enough to need a trial.
Yeah, but
it was the best thing we ever did.
The trial in question was for solanezumab. After decades of failed trials for Alzheimer's, this drug was widely expected to show benefit at slowing the damage caused by Alzheimer's. But this week, its maker, Eli Lilly, announced it hadn't worked. Solanezumab was designed to clear a protein called amyloid produced in the Alzheimer's brain before it forms the clumps or plaques characteristic of the disease. But now we know there was no significant benefit.
It's hugely disappointing that there are negative results, but we obviously need to learn from them. It's not the end of the road, and we've got to learn lessons and put those lessons into practice to continue to make progress with an increased sense of urgency.
There are other drugs entering clinical trials, some designed to remove the plaques themselves. Others try to knock out the enzyme that make the bad proteins in the first place. Others still target an entirely different Alzheimer's protein called tau. But this latest failure has shaken the Alzheimer's research field. And it makes work like that going on in this lab at University College London all the more important. Here they're trying to identify entirely new aspects of Alzheimer's against which new drugs might work.
I would say there is definitely still hope. I mean, there are probably hundreds or even thousands of targets that haven't been identified yet. The challenge is really finding ways to drug these targets and then passing them through clinical trials.
For Jim and Denise Hogg, news of solanezumab's failure shocked them. Since starting the trial, they feel Jim's symptoms haven't worsened. It may have nothing to do with the drug itself, and the overall trial results would suggest it doesn't. But it's convinced them they made the right choice by taking part.
Research should continue. It should be supported, most definitely.
They think their decision to take part in research helped them, and hopefully could help others in future too.
Tom Clark reporting.